Good morning. Oh, good morning. So, for those of you who may not know me, my name is MP DeVille. I am a mother, author, course creator, CEO, and activist. Yes, activist. And I've always been that. And my activism is what's leading me to make this video. So, um, just a little background about myself. Many of you know, if you follow me, I don't have a whole bunch of followers here on YouTube, but y'all can change that for a sister. Follow me. And a mother. So, to be honest, it's Sunday, so I'm coming on here very calm, cool, and collected, considering what's going on in the world. I usually speak about generational cycles, how to heal yourself, how to heal your family so that you can move forward and be someone who goes after your dream and create the life that you desire. But today we're talking about politics, and politics is another one of my favorite subject matters because I believe in justice. I believe in equality. I believe that the dog would start barking once I came sit outside to make the video. But I believe in all of that. So I'm completely and totally frustrated about what is going on in the world. The Supreme Court, the Republican Party, Republican and Trump supporters. It's just a lot. It's a lot going on. And I just feel like I need somewhere to vent. So if I want to talk or feel like I'm getting it off my chest, I'm going to talk to you guys. I know right now I don't have any feedback, but hopefully if I start doing these more often, I'll get the feedback and we can go toe to toe. Because I'm sure a lot of people will not side with what I'm saying or how I feel about things, and I don't side with other folks, Republicans mainly. I don't side with them. I don't like them. I don't care. They are trying to take away our rights. That means my rights, your rights, most every minority right there is. And the same way they can, so the backstory is, let me back up. I'm getting excited. So the story behind everything is they have brought down some major Supreme Court decisions based on our laws and values and so forth and so on. And I truly and wholeheartedly know that the Supreme Court is compromised. I think it was a strategic action on the parts of Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump to get conservative justices on the Supreme Court bench that would side with them and their criminality and their will against the people. Because right now they are passing laws and making laws that are against the majority of America's wishes. For instance, the Roe versus Wade case just came down. They overturned that. Side note, 3 of the 4 justices that decided to overturn Roe versus Wade actually lied while under oath because they said that it was precedent and they had no need to bother with trying to upend precedent. And that is exactly what they did once they got on the bench. So they lied in their interview, folks. They lied in their interview for a job they knew they would have for life. So ask yourself this question. What would your employer do if you lied in your interview and they found out you lied in your interview and you wholeheartedly, completely, unabashedly lied in your interview and then did the opposite on the job. Said one thing in the interview and did the opposite on the job. They would fire your ass. Yeah, the regular people like us, yeah, they would fire us. But it's okay for Supreme Court justices to do it. The people we look up to, the people who make the laws, who dissect the laws and interpret the laws, is it okay for them to do that? Obviously so. So, unless we can change that, and we can by voting, and I know a lot of you get tired of talking about, hearing vote, vote, vote. I don't see anything changing, because guess what? For action and bills to take place, there has to be certain things lined up to get those things into place. And a lot of people will sit back and say the Biden-Harris administration isn't doing anything, but the same people who are saying that are not reading, or not going on their website and looking at all the accomplishment, not looking at all the minority, black, people of color, lawyers they have put in place to help us move forward. Because systematically there have always been white lawyers in place, and when a black person has an issue and has to go to court and be overheard or resided by a white lawyer who's undercover everything, usually they don't get what they want. That's why so many of our men and women are in jail, because the judge is usually a white Republican that don't give a shit about poor black folk. So he'll gladly send your ass to the prison so that they can make money off of you. Because the prison system, as we all know, is a business. So they make money off of black people. They make money off of people of color. They make money off of bodies, okay? So that's that. But I'm getting off point. Let me go back. The Supreme Court justices have just said that it is okay for you to walk around with a gun. Tom, Dick, Harry, Sue, Jane, Jill, to walk around a gun, whether you are a criminal or not, and have no questions asked about it. You have that right. It's okay. You have the right to live in a society that is now the Wild Wild West. You have that right to walk around with your gun, and I not even know it, that you're a criminal walking around next to me with a gun, and the police can't even stop and ask you, why do you have that gun? Because that is your right to have that gun, according to the Supreme Court justices. But it's not my right or a woman's right to do as we want with our bodies. Make that make sense. First I was mad. Then I was really, really angry. I'm still appalled. I'm still frustrated. I'm still flabbergasted. But now we got to organize. We have to vote. We have to be ready to vote November 4th, 2022. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what their mama, their daddy, their sister, their brother, whoever. I don't care what they say. I don't care if they're mad at Kamala and Joe Biden for whatever reason. Get over it. Because you know what's more important than me than a high gas price and a high food bill that's going to eventually come down? Those prices are going to come down. We just got to be patient. Those prices are going to come down, because guess what? We just came out of COVID. Shit is still backed up from COVID. You know, when you get in a bind, you in your own household, if you get in a bind and have to dole out money, a big lump sum of money for whatever the case may be, it takes you time to get back in the groove of things. So for people to always assume that we came out of COVID, that was less than two years or less ago. People quit working. People lost jobs. People did all of this stuff, and y'all want shit to be popping off just like that automatically. They're still back up with the ship and the commerce. Stuff is being moved slowly. Prices are going up. There's a war in Ukraine. All of these play a part as to why prices are high. I went through this in the 70s. I remember inflation in the early 80s. I remember high gas prices in the 70s. I remember all of that. It happened before. It's happening now. It's going to happen again. But when it does, people can be prepared and people can be ready. So, yes, it is, in fact, hindering some folks' livelihood, hindering some folks' lives. But the good thing about it is, you know what? People are working. So that's a good thing. People are working. So you may have to sacrifice a little, but you're still working. But what's more important to me than high gas prices and high food prices? Someone taking away my rights. So what's the point of me being able to get up and go to work and do what I want when I'm losing rights in other areas? I don't have the right to do what I want with my body. I can't make a conscious decision to determine if I'm ready to have a child, to bring a child into this world. I can't do that on my own. I need an old white man telling me what I can do with my body, when I can do it with my body. Are you fucking kidding me? And I'm seeing outrage in some segments of the population, but I'm also seeing a lot of stuff on social media where people are just really not acting concerned. And I think it's a concern for everybody, because the same way they say that an abortion is not a right written within the Constitution, neither are a whole bunch of other rights. Neither is the right to marry someone not your race, someone of another race. Neither is you having a same-sex marriage. Neither is it written in the Constitution that you are able to go from state to state, travel from state to state, visit state to state, enjoy fun times from state to state. Those are all freedoms, liberties, and a right to privacy. So if they can take away a woman's right to have autonomy over her body, they can take away your rights. So the LGBT community, all those freedoms and luxuries and privacy and intimacies and everything you have going on right now, they're coming after you. They are coming after you just like they came after us. All you people married to someone of a different race, having biracial children, they're coming after you too. Yeah, they're coming after you too. Oh, they're saying, oh, it's not going to happen because this, and that. They said a lot wasn't going to happen, but it's all happening. Okay? It's all happening. So I'm really at a loss for everything. I am just flabbergasted because I'm 52 years old. No shame in my game. I give God all the praise. And anyone who denies their age or is embarrassed about telling their age, shame on them, because God brought me to the age of 52. And I hope He can bring me the age of 102. Thank you, Jesus. But so I'm 52. I've been around long enough to enjoy a lot of liberties and freedoms that my mother was not able to enjoy. Now that I'm 52, I'm looking at my daughter and her generation and the upcoming generation and thinking, how is it that they are not going to be able to enjoy the same liberties and freedoms I had growing up in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s? How is that even possible? I'll tell you how it's possible. It's possible because enough of us aren't voting. Enough of us, some of us, think that one vote is all that's needed. Enough of, plenty of us, I'm fiddling, fabbling, fumbling my words, but I have so much to say and I just, it's coming out. Coffee got cold. Back to it. Enough of us are not taking the necessary steps to move our senators, our Democratic senators, representatives, presidency, Supreme Court justices. We're not doing enough to put them in place. Republicans are doing it. They're putting those people in place. How are they putting them in place? 2016, after Barack Obama, if we would have elected Hillary Clinton, we would be in Jubilee right now, because she's, of course, is a Democrat. She believes in democratic values, the rights of all people, the right for all people to indulge and live and enjoy all rights and liberties and freedoms. Whereas a Trump doesn't believe that you have the same right as him. He doesn't believe that you should have autonomy over your body. He doesn't believe, well, now he doesn't, because of course we all know once he was a Democrat. Now he's all of a sudden a Republican when money costs, bullshit walk. That's what it was all about. That's how the Supreme Court justices got where they're at right now. It was a conspiracy. It was deliberate. Trump got in office. Hillary told us once he got in office, he was going to pick Supreme Court judges. Once he picked those Supreme Court judges, they were going to start stripping rights from our asses. She was right. But everybody was scared of Hillary Clinton. Nobody wanted the white lady to be president. Everybody was worried about her emails. But guess what? She loved her country. She tried to warn us and tell us, if we vote for Trump, this is what's going to happen. Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, all the Democrats, they told us, don't do it, don't do it. But because America hated the black man, they couldn't stand it. All the RACIST came from under the woodwork. Even white women were against Hillary Clinton. What could white women possibly have against Hillary Clinton? She's one of them. You know what they had? Know what they hated about Hillary Clinton? Because she was for minorities. She was for allowing people to have the rights of everything. And when it comes to white women who voted for Trump, most of them listen to their husbands. As most women do, they try to follow in the footsteps, unless they are really, really passionate and has a different mindset than who they are with. Usually, white women vote along the lines of their white counterpart. So when all of those white men decided to vote for Trump, 53% of white women decided to vote for Trump too, when we could have had Hillary Clinton, when we could have had a Supreme Court filled with Democratic judges who believe in the rights for everyone. We could have had laws passed by now. The George Floyd Police Act, I'm sure there would have been different laws back then if Hillary were to be elected, but we chose, well, y'all chose not to elect her because I voted for her. I knew where the country was headed. Y'all didn't. Some of y'all did. Some of y'all didn't. So I'm saying all that to say, we can change the trajectory. We can change. My rights can be restored. Women's rights all across America, the US of A, can be restored. LGBTQ people's rights can stay intact. We don't have to impede on your freedoms and liberties. Mixed marriage couples, we don't have to impede on your liberties. Interracial couples, that's mixed marriage. Same-sex couples, we don't have to impede on yours. We don't have to allow them to impede on any of our freedoms and liberties if we mobilize and vote November 2022. We need to vote blue. Blue, blue, blue. And you know what's going to happen when that happens? We're going to have full control of the Senate. Although we need 2 more votes because we have 2 Democratic senators who are acting like Republicans. So every time it's time for a vote on a particular legislation, George Floyd Policing Act, Build Back Better bill, codifying Roe versus Wade. Well, we haven't gotten to that yet, but anything, baby formula, holding the gas companies accountable for the gas prices, all of that has been stifled by all of the Republicans and two Democrats. Two Democrats who's making us look bad. And I believe they're paid off, which they all are. They're paid off. Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema. Go look them up. They vote against everything the Democrats want. We could have had so much legislation and laws passed at this point, but they blocked it. And I wholeheartedly believe that they are undercover Republicans. Why else would you do it? Moderate Democrats still have moderate Democratic views. These are not moderate Democrats. These are full-blown Republicans in sheep's Democratic clothing. Okay? So, come November, although I don't know if those two are on the ballot, but if they're not on the ballot, they're going to remain in the Senate. But they can't hurt us, and they can't vote against us if we, guess what, add two more senators that can overrule whatever they say. So the focus is having a full majority in the House of Representatives. The focus is having a full majority in the Senate, senators, because of course the House, they're going to put the bills together, pass them. Then the Senate, then the bill's going to go to the democratically filled Senate, and they're going to pass the bills automatically because they're doing what the Democratic people of America put them there to do. We are putting you there to reverse this ignorant ass law about taking rights from a woman. We're putting you there to pass the George Floyd Policing Act bill. We're putting you there to pass the Build Back Better bill. We're putting you there to help America out and to progress America. So they know that once they get there, we're going to have control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency. We can't go wrong. We're going to shit's going to be passing like you never saw before. We're going to be in Jubilee. I'm telling you, we are going to be in Jubilee. But y'all have to vote November 2022. It's called the midterms. It's the midterm of the presidential election. 2 years ago, we voted for Joe Biden. He got a lot done in his 2 years. There's been some static because of inflation, high gas, and stuff like that, but that's a part of putting an economy back on balance. If we can get a majority House and a majority Senate, shit is going to be Jubilee. I'm telling y'all. Everything that you wanted to happen is going to happen. Bills are going to be passed. Jobs are going to be created. Child care is going to be, women, preschool kids is going to be paid for. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be good for Democrats and for everybody in America, including our rights, which, like I said, is more important than any high gas price to me. I need my freedom to live and be able to do what I want to do, not be told what to do. And if they can tell one group what to do or what they can't do, they're going to tell the other group the same thing. So don't think it's just about women. Once again, it's about all of us. So now that I have informed you of what's the goings on, okay, so I'll come back tomorrow. We're going to talk about the gun bill that the decision they did on that gun bill. Okay, but this was fun, and hopefully I'll do it again. And I hope I look cute on camera. I am outside, and I was trying to get this done before it gets hot, because Houston has been hot as cat piss, however hot that gets. But yeah, it's hot. But it's cool now. So, if y'all have any topics y'all want to talk about, just feel free to chime in. But like I say, I haven't been on here in a minute talking about dysfunctional cycles or anything like that. I do post and sell through other avenues and what have you, but politics and the state of affairs has always been one of my passions. If you didn't know, now you know. Activism for the minority. People can't speak up for themselves. People don't understand what's going on. I like to be that one to kind of help them out. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, happy Sunday, guys. I think I'm going to go start my Sunday meal. Also, if you didn't know, check me out, MP DeVille Lifestyles. Not only do I talk politics and talk generational cycles, I also have my own uh, sauce company, sauce seasoning spice company. I love it, and I have more stuff coming out. But yeah, I'm multifaceted, people. So follow me, and we'll do this again. I don't know, once a week, twice a week. I'm so in sense with these laws that they're passing. Shit, I might be on here every day venting with you guys, if that's okay. So, in the meantime and in between time, I will see you guys later. Take care.